What's going on, everybody? Today I am showing a video that is very controversial. Most people would not be posting this, but I thought that it would be very beneficial to basically show what actually happens on the water. No, we don't want to see a fish not doing well, not going back right, but it is a reality that these things do happen. And it is of utmost importance that we take care of the fish to our best abilities to make sure she goes back safe. So what happened was I had a client in the boat, and he was throwing a 8-inch Poseidon from Chaos Tackle, and this fish absolutely annihilated this bait all the way down the hatch. Nothing you can do about that. I mean, it was way out on the cast. Things happen. So we got her in the net. As soon as we did, we got everything ready to go. We had hook cutters, we had pliers, we had everything ready set like you should have, and we had her in the bag the entire time. She did struggle in the net a little bit when I was trying to grab a hold of her, as I didn't want to get hooks in my hand while they were down in her throat. I could see nothing but the leader coming out. So we got the fish taken care of, put her back in the net. She was resting fine in the net. We pulled her out, took a picture, put her back in. Okay, so at this point, I explained to the client that you can't, wave them back and forth, that you need to just hold them still. We were in kind of big waves. She wasn't really doing well at all. So, you move the fish's tail side to side. Usually they kick back at you. Client said that he had felt that fish kick back, so he let her go. She did kind of a little spin, and then she went belly up. So quickly we went in, grabbed this fish, and got her back to the boat, and we're holding her there. I actually grabbed the fish and was trying to revive it myself. We ended up deciding that it would be best for this fish to fill up the live well, put her in the live well, let the water recirculate over top of her, give her a little bit more oxygen. She wouldn't have been in the waves. She was safe, sound. So we actually had to hold her up in the live well while we were doing this, and eventually she kind of came to and was holding herself upright. So that was a good sign for us. She wasn't bleeding. She didn't have any hooks in her gills, nothing like that. So now we have sat with this fish for probably, I would say, a half an hour or more at this time. And I want to point out that this was our moon major for the day. So we sacrificed our entire major on a guided client trip to make sure that this fish was okay. So that's what I'm saying, is this is very important. One fish is just as important as 1,000 fish. So do everything that you can in your power to make that fish go back safely. So we had her in the live well, and we ended up deciding that we could not release her in the waves like that, because it would have been too much stress on her. So we ended up actually driving her around to a little back bay that was very calm. We left her in the live well with the recirculating water now for another probably 10-15 minutes. Then I decided that she was holding upright. Her fins were starting to perk out a little bit. So then I actually grabbed her out, dumped her in, and just let her go. So now she was free floating. That's fine. She was staying upright. That's what we wanted. So what we did is basically just kept by her the entire time, probably another 15 minutes, where that fish was on top of the water, just kind of swimming into the wind, doing her thing, trying to recoup. And what you're doing there is you're making sure that no other boats or anything like that go flying by, jet skis, basically take a jump off of her and kill her. So very important to stay with the fish until they go down. Then we actually did get her to go down on her own. So she swam off, and we stayed there for another probably 10 minutes, waiting for this fish to maybe resurface or something like that. We just wanted to make sure that she was fine, that she was not coming up. So we went away, and then we actually did come back later on just to check on her to make sure she wasn't up floating again as well. So before you watch this video, just keep all these things in mind. We try to do the right thing, and I thought that it would be very educational to show the entire process and kind of how we cared for this fish to revive this fish that didn't want to go back. So to me, this is not something that's good. It's something that I thought would just be used as an educational tool, and it goes from a very happy time when the client caught his personal best muskie to a sad time when we don't know if that fish is going to make it or not. So we instantly did everything that we could to help this fish. But with that being said, I really hope that you enjoy this clip and that you can take something educational from it. Got him? Keep your rod down, tension. Yep, crank him in, crank him. Don't get him in the motor, don't get him in the motor. Get ready to bring him right to the bag. Right up, up. Nice fish, dude.
Holy shit! Oh my God, guaranteed, baby! Biggest fish of my life.
Congratulations.
Dude. Biggest fish of my life, let's go.
She's not happy.
She's not having this. Oh, she sideways hit that thing.
Yeah, you just want to leave them right faced into the wind so that the oxygen can go through her gills.
This is awesome.
Nice fish, dude.
Thank you. PB Musky.
So kind of rotate her tail a little bit, like sideways, and you'll feel her kind of kick back at you.
All right, so this is how you revive them. You rotate them like that.
Yeah, then they'll kind of get their wits about them.
I feel her. Yeah, she's pushing back.
Okay, just let her swim. She'll be fine.
Let her go?
Yep, just let her go. And she'll regain herself and she'll go down. Oh. So what we've got going on here is this fish was not doing well at all. She absolutely choked a Chaos Poseidon 8-inch, and she was belly up, not doing well. We've been working with her for roughly 20-25 minutes. We got her in the live well, got some water recirculating over her, and now she is up on her own, and we are going to give her a run and see if she will go back. I'm just
gonna throw her in?
So at this point in time, we just stayed with this fish, made sure that no other boats were around her. We kept our boat right next to her so that she wouldn't get hit with a boat prop or anything like that. And eventually she did build up the strength and she did go down. So that was definitely a relieving sight for us. Obviously this is a time when we went from a really happy moment of his personal best catch to now we're basically in a fight for the life of this muskie, and we needed to do everything that we could in order for this fish to swim off strong. So we did stay with this fish for over an hour and got her to release safely.
We've probably been working with that fish for roughly 45 minutes to an hour, and finally she went down on her own, and happy muskie, happy us. We didn't kill her, but just stick with these fish, work with them, do the best you can. Sometimes things do happen that you don't want them to happen. Sometimes they do die, but it's up to us as anglers to do everything we can to help them survive. So I hope you enjoyed this clip, and I hope you learned something from it, take something from it, and that's all I got for you.